Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Wargaming.net League Gold Series. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
This is Edison 99.
And we are in Season 3. This would, of course, be Week 3 of Season 3. And first things first, we saw it's going to be Front Mission versus Elong. And then we're going to have, later on tonight, the team Charlotte Tiger facing off against... Oh, I'm sorry. It's going to be Elong versus Phoenix. Yeah,
yep.
then it's going to be Charlotte Tiger versus Front Mission. And... I feel like those are pretty one-sided matchups. I think I think the score in both cases could be 5-2 at the end of the evening. But
Elong, Elong is really a strong team, and Phoenix, they are still in, how to say that, a new team. They need time to become better. But they are not bad. I feel all of the members are famous. I have to say that, but they still need time, to become one team.
Right. Okay, that sounds like a pretty solid assessment of the new Phoenix team. I have to agree with that all the way across the board. But I'm just wondering now, in particular, what we're going to see coming out of both teams, and more importantly, what are the maps that are going to be played? What maps have been banned? Things of that nature.
Yeah. As we know, Elong, they can do really perfect on the open wide map, but on the city side, they are not that strong. I have to say.
All right, so now we're gonna dive into the rules.
Okay.
And of course, tank regulations, guys. We got the two, I guess you could say, new configurations as of Season 3. If this is your first time watching, we're gonna go ahead and introduce it to you. We've got 587, which means 5 Tier 8 tanks plus 2 Tier 7 tanks, or we've got 686, which is gonna be 6 Tier 8 tanks and 1 Tier 6 tank. There are no other compositions that are allowed. Now, for the match regulations, one match consists of 2 maps and a maximum of 8 battles. So what that means is the first team to 5 points is the team that is going to win the match for the evening. If in the event that we see both teams go to 4 points, that is to say a draw scenario, we will see a tiebreaker map that is determined by the, I guess you could say, the first blood timing in the game. Okay, so... Of course, we can see that it's going to be the following rule. It's going to be attack, attack, defense, defense, and so on and so forth. But team efficiency is leading the charge with a score of 3-0. Horsemen at 2-0. Elong to 2-1. Of course, that one defeat that they faced was actually them being disqualified for not showing up on time. Front Mission showing solid performance and how strong of a contending team they can be with 2 points, putting them at 4th place for the time being. Charlotte Tiger with 1 win and 2 defeats. And PvP Super Friends at 0 and 3. I feel like some of the scores here are wrong, Edison. What do you think? I mean,
let me check that. Team division. I think Horseman is 1-1, not 6. So they only got 3 points. Elong is 2-1. That's correct.
We're gonna have to go through.
Charlotte Tiger. I think they are 2 win, 1 loss.
Yeah. Right. We're gonna have to go ahead and verify that with the production crew. They did put out the wrong score, I believe, for 1 or 2 of our teams. Now, this is, of course, the Silver Series, which is not broadcasted. Nice to keep you guys updated on how things are going. NVIDIA Ace is showing strong performance. The practice regimen coming back into play, and it is going to help them going into WGL Season 4. Now, Run is 3 points. This is a team that we don't know too much about, but we are eager to learn about. B Gaming is, of course, performing pretty strong. Yeah, Japanese team, of course. They've got 2 wins and 0 losses. PvP Missionary at 1-1. I guess you could say slow and steady wins the race in that regards. LXG, where might this team be from?
They are from the previous Silver League, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, not too many images because they are not on the top 4. So.
Right, and you guys can see the tank loadout here. It's I wouldn't quite say a Swiss Army knife, but we can't see the tank loadout. Okay, there we go. First map's going to be Runeberg. The banned maps are... Wait, what? Round 1's supposed to be Prokhorovka, but it looks like we're on Runeberg for the time being. Production crew is fixing that.
Yeah. I think it should be the Prokhorovka because we already show up the banned map.
Right, there we go, it's fixed now.
Yeah, because I wonder why they use the RU251 on the Ruinberg, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it looked a little bit awkward there as well.
Yeah,
I mean, 3 RU251s, 2 T69s, AMX1390 and a 5916. Centurion coming out from Phoenix.
Yep. To remember, they used that on the staff versus the 10 efficiency, right?
I believe so. I forget what the strengths of that tank would be.
Yeah.
But the banned maps seem to be I guess you'd say the ordinary order of the day. Ruinberg was the first ban. Not too terribly surprising, but I mean, we've seen PvP and team efficiency play on that map. Of course, Cliffs. Who wants to play Cliffs versus Elon? That's a ban that came from Phoenix, right?
Yeah. But you know, maybe the Elon they gonna ban the himself, they gonna ban the Ruinberg, so they are forced you to choose the open wide map.
Right.
You know?
And Muravanka, it's an open wide map itself, but it's also full of hills everywhere in between. The main divide in Prokhorovka would have to be like there's a bowl. I guess you could say like a bowl of dips. But we're gonna go dive into this game. And of course, here's the tank loadout. As you can see, it's going to be 2 T69s for Elong, 3 RU251s, and a loading screen graphic as well. An AMX1390 for them as well. They show that they really like to use those. And then for Phoenix, it's going to be a T32 Centurion, AMX1390, or 2 RU251s, T49 and T37. I'm a bit surprised we don't see Elong going with the T49, to be honest. But spine to the north, it's going to be Team Phoenix. And to the south, Elong. We already see a very steady, standard rush, I guess you could say. Is that the 5916? No. It's already taken flak, reflection. But he's got vision of the entire enemy team. For the most part, the light bulbs are not lighting up, so that means something's wrong with the mod.
Strategy, they're going to make an Elo type with a two-side Foxfire. You're going to see that?
That is brilliant, and it looks like it may just work to their advantage. The question is, when will they pile in, and will the enemy team be ready for it? Oh no. Phoenix is in a bad spread right now. Yeah, they've got a couple of tanks to spread on the northeast quadrant of the map. The T49 protected by the AMX1390, I might add. The 5916 is going to have a buddy to scout with him.
Yep.
And even though he may be the first tank to fall, that's going to be vision well spent, well sacrificed.
Yeah, because it's tier 6. So
he almost got Sponsor.
Yeah, but no, it's changed for a tier 8, so it's worse.
Yeah. But I mean, like, that was actually sniper firepower from a teammate that got Sponsor. It gave him the finishing blow.
Yeah,
and
on the other way, you know, they are forced for the finish to stay on the meter, so they can do it much better on the Foxfire.
Right, that was a pretty good trade, as you said, Edison. And now Ingrid is down to 246 HP. If we just get free cam, that would be absolutely amazing at this moment in the game. All right, so Reflection, gonna try and silence French Meat. Not really working out there.
It's so close. Why
it is.
Okay.
Oh man, now it's 5-5 right now. But none of the tanks are extremely low. Just as I say that, Elong's Nice gets taken down to 288. That's almost one shot. Reflection getting marked here and knocked really hard with that shot as well. Griven misses the shot. Doesn't quite get it. Reflection is now effectively one shot and taken out of the game. 1-for-1 trade there. But Griven looks like he could be knocked out of the game soon. There is a bit of a fight entailing in the middle of the map that we're kind of missing for the time being. Blade looks like he's going to get black here as he's now falling down to 137 HP. He's missing the shot, 24!
Oh,
there we go.
It's a T37, you know, it's tier 8. Tier 6, tier 8.
That was a 2 versus 2 at the end, but I mean, with both tanks one shot, the Ram backfires there from Phoenix. Our last tank there, Blade.
We saw the Elon play a lot of time on this map, and they play, almost the same style. Rush in and play like, two-side Foxfire, but I don't know why it's really hard to break through, even you know they're gonna do that. But you cannot stop that.
Yeah, I just want to remark, this game is a little bit different from the usual meta that we see. Typically, we see a lot of teams rushing towards the east side of the map, trying to get the hill, making sure that no one's going up it from the enemy team, taking advantage of the cover in the village, but we didn't see that at all this game. And I think that was basically... Let's go to a quick break, and then we'll talk about it then and see what was the thought process for Phoenix. Again, Phoenix is going to be on defense in game number 2. All right, guys, so this is game number 2. We're about to dive into it. Edison basically said, well, the critical part was when the T-49 was taken down, of course. I think that basically, I think, summarizes it in a nutshell. And that guy was in the northwest quadrant of the map, along with his AMX 1390 toting companion, and it just didn't quite work out. So here we go with game number 2, guys. Pretty soon. Pretty soon.
I saw it start.
Yeah, me too. I mean, the production crew is trolling us right now.
Okay.
So I finally unlocked the AMX 50. Hurrah! And
auto loader.
Yeah.
Do you got? You still using a 90mm gun, right?
Yeah, but I used the second one that you could buy.
Oh, okay. The
So-
penetration is 240.
12. 212. Damage is 240, 240, 320, I think.
Yeah. That's 90mm, and after you upgrade to, go this one.
Right. I mean, you guys can see the tank loadout all over again. Phoenix is going to try and employ a similar strategy to game number 1 or so. Let's see. Maybe they're going to do some repositioning tricks. But we still have the... We still have... I think Elong changed their loadout.
Yeah, they use a 2 tank.
Two T-69s and two RU-251s.
They're gonna show you, how to play on this map using the T-32.
All right.
It's a little late.
Yeah, but that AMX 50 though, I played it I only had time to play 1 game with it today on Himmelsdorf, and I did a lot of damage to 2 IS-3s. I still don't know if I won that game or not, but it was a random battle.
They're gonna rush the T-33, 37, and kill it better.
Okay, but I mean, Elong's... Oh my god, Guanren just got taken down first. That was the first, I guess you could say,
this time
casualty for their team.
And this time, their T-32 and the Centurion come guard on the north. I mean, the Phoenix team and the light tank stand here trying to shoot a T-32. But, their T-32 is not that easy. So the T-32 cannot shoot up the torrent on this side and aim here. And
look at how much damage Phoenix is taking right now. Yeah, they took down 1 tank, but at the same time, I'm wondering if it was worth it or not, because they themselves have taken enough damage to take down 2 tanks on their team if they just spread it across the board, I feel.
Because if you want to shoot the T-32 here, it's not that easy because of, T-32 cannot show up their torrent on the, in order to counter the T-32. You have to go to the south.
You have to flank him.
Yeah, you got to flank him, but he don't know that.
Man. Ingrid's down to 4 HP. Fresh meat fell in the background. Much Mao is already gone. 399 HP remaining on Spawnster, 352 and 521 on GRB and Black CN in the background.
Yeah,
you see
and
Ingrid's
Nisa
gone.
got a problem right now. You know, Nisa is here, and to Week3 gonna kill him first, and then take the T-59.
Oh man, here we go. Nisa, like you said, he's getting totally surrounded right now. 3 tanks are shooting at him. And it's all at the Blade now. It's Blade against the world. He's in a tier 6, if I'm not mistaken, right now. And he's trying to just Rambo YOLO swag his way through life, but 1 versus 6, try as you might. I think it's, effectively speaking, he's just cruising towards the enemy team, and I feel like he's given up on this. I don't know, 6 tanks remaining at the end of that game.
Yeah,
it was...
but, you know, I think if the Famous want to play on this way, I think that's okay, but, you know, after the kill T-37, they have to think about how to shoot the T-32. I mean, the Team Elon T-32 and the T-69 on the south. Not just stand there, you know. If you light tank stand on the frontier and you're trying to shoot a T-32's full armor, you cannot get any advantage on that because you know they're gonna just show up a turret and you cannot penetrate that.
I mean, yeah, that's basically it. The two T-32s, they made a huge difference in this. Neither of them fell in the entire course of this game. Like you said, the one tank that fell from Elong this game was their T-37, which is a tier 6 tank.
Yeah.
Showing that they really like the 686 composition, and on top of that, I don't know. Do you feel like maybe in some ways Phoenix's coordination or their teamwork was a little bit weaker here in game number 2 than number 1?
Maybe they do not expect Elon gonna choose a heavy tank because of on this map Elon haven't choose heavy tank for a while. You know, I haven't seen them choose a heavy tank for.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely right. Even in the season finals.
Yeah, they always use a light tank, and this time they choose a heavy tank, and they know how to use that correctly. They use a heavy tank in the frontier, in the mid tank to support him, and they use a light tank to cover the left side. But on the defense, they have to know most critical part and the most important, and they have to kill the light tank first. But they didn't do that. They trying to use a light tank to counter the heavy tank, but the Elon's light tank was sniping those tank on the left side.
Well, that's this game in a nutshell, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to a 90-second commercial break, and then after that, we'll see Phoenix on offense, Elong on defense. Don't go away, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we got a little bit of an update from our production crew. There's actually new regulations this season around regarding tiebreakers, which means PvP Super Friends earned 1 point from their, even though it was a loss, to front mission on Thursday of last week. They get 1 point because, well, of course, tiebreakers aren't being too heavily punished or too heavily rewarded at the same time this season around. And I think that's something that kind of makes a little bit of sense, Edison. What do you think?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think that's pretty fair because of, they're doing so good on the tiebreaker game, already in the 4-4 position. So
right.
I think both teams, is worse for getting points
Well, not only that, I mean, let's stop and think about how that series played out. We saw victories on offense and defense for both sides.
Yeah, both sides. 2-2, 1-1, 1-1.
Right, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1. It went to 0-0, 0-1, 1-1, 1-2, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really crazy. But
Yeah.
both teams doing really, really nice.
So in that regards, both of them deserve the reward. Checking the tank loadout right now, 3 RU-251s coming from Elong, T69, AMX 50, an AMX 1390, and an AMX 12T?
Yep, you 12T.
All right.
If they use 12T, I guess the purpose of the 12T is for scout. For stationary scout, I mean, it's gonna stand somewhere.
Because of the excellent camo rating.
Yep.
Well, it can also do some decent damage, not amazing damage, but decent damage to tanks that are light class in this game. So there they are, they're off, and it looks like we're just going to have a straight-up rush coming from Phoenix, all of them heading immediately to the western half of the map, and Elong has got this hedgehog style of play. They're curling up into a ball into the northwest end of the northwest corner of the map, excuse me. And if we see this incorrectly coordinated from Phoenix, they could be in a lot of trouble. Fresh Meat's already getting ultra zealous there and diving straight.
They are focused on letting go.
Yeah, he's out. Not to mention there's that AMX 50 in back sniping. It might be on the reload at the moment, if not close to it. And that's a 3-for-2 exchange, excuse me. Griven looks like he's next on the menu as he's down to 235 HP and chasing Guanren, trying to exploit his reload time. And it might work out.
Yeah, but no, the Guanren cannot join to their friends.
Doesn't quite work out. Now we've got Nisa and Sponster left for team efficiency. And Nisa is now out of the game. Sponster versus 5 hungry sets of teeth on the Chinese champion team. Or excuse me, Chinese second place champion team for Season 2 finals. That brings it to 3-0.
Yeah, that's so fast.
Yeah,
but you know, it's a Prokhonovka.
And it's Elong.
Yeah, the Elong in Prokhonovka, you know, they always doing so amazing. You know, on previous season they lose couple matches, but that one is because of the shell attacker used T49, and you know, keep hit. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit bizarre this game around. They didn't have a T49 this game. It looks like, you know, Elong's just ditching it.
I mean, you know, if you want to win the Elong, you needed, you know, couple luck. You know, you need luck, couple shot. You know, like T49, one shot, one kill. On that scenario, you cannot win the Elong. You know.
All right. Yep. So apologies as we didn't get a chance to read out the tank selection coming from Phoenix, but hopefully you guys got a chance to see it. So I think with that being said, we're going to take things into a quick commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back with game number 4. Again, Phoenix on offense and Elong on defense. Hello, welcome back, guys. Now, I don't think we gave it any thought like during the commercial break about, you know, say analysis as to where things went wrong for Phoenix there. I mean, we could kind of see just what was happening. I feel like they were just. I feel like Elong was playing bait with those guys. But let's read the tank loadout right now. It looks like Phoenix is gonna give. Oh man, I like the look of this already. It's gonna be 6 RU-251s. A T-49, excuse me, 5 RU-251s, a T-49, a T-37, and 4 RU-251s, 2 T-49s, and 1 VK-2808. This is looking like it's going to be a crazy game.
I think Elong, they choose 4 different loadout, you know, on this matches, on this matchup. So, you know, they show up how to play on the light tank, how to play on the heavy tank. But this time, the Phoenix team, they give up the rush strategy.
Yeah, they're going to try something. Well, I wouldn't say they completely gave up on it. They're just trying to reposition themselves and maybe, there they go. Like, Elong thinks they're rushing up through the center. They're like, uh-oh, where are they? We don't see them.
And this time Elong tell you, I can't even rush.
Yeah, and it looks like, oh no, they're just going to turn straight out to the left there. And now they see.
Yeah, they know you're going to catch them.
Maybe try to, but here we go. All right, so Spawnster caught way out of position there, but if I'm not mistaken, he's in a tier 6.
He's still there.
I think, no, he's in a tier 8. Oh my god. Is he in the T-49?
Yeah, I don't know, but you know, Elong failed first one.
Right. Nice went down first. Okay, so this looks like, I mean, Elong, or not Elong, but rather Phoenix is still in the game. Yeah, Nightmare's caught way out of position at this particular location. He's in the T-49, I might add. He's on the reload for about another 5 seconds at least. There we go.
Nice job.
Stays calm, aims, takes down the T-49, but there's still one more remaining on Elong, and this is a huge divide coming from Phoenix right now. Nisa caught way out of position. He might be able to get GRB there. Another.
He can get it. Oh, he missed it.
He missed. He's on the reload. Is he going to get that RU-251?
No.
He does.
Oh, yes.
He does.
Nice.
All right. So now this is a brawl, a straight-up brawl, and it looks like Phoenix has the upper hand now with 3 tanks to the 2 of Guan, to the 2 of Elong. It looks like...
Yeah, but I have to say the Phoenix, they have to rush out and kill the fast first.
Because he's a faster-moving tank? Yeah, I mean, he's cornered right now. I don't think there's any getting away unless he can get 2 ammo rack shots in a row. Uh-oh. Yeah, wow. I could see that, too. The final kill was a ram. I guess maybe they just didn't have their VPNs ready. I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay. No, I feel this time they're doing something different, but I can say that then when you show up something Elong never practice. They won't doing that best. Maybe they press every time on the rush and how to camp on the forest or something like that. But when you rush out on the tongue, they never prepare that. On that scenario, they cannot doing that perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, like in this regards, we could say that it's not as one-sided as some other games that we've seen Elong playing. They had a 5-0 versus PvP Super Friends, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, the 4 on the cliff.
Yeah, it's kind of like that saying. It's like where others have failed, I shall succeed. And it's like, well, at least in that regards, we're not going to see maybe a total slaughter by the end of the night. But that does mean we're ready to get into map number 2. That one's going to be on steps, guys.
Yeah.
And who's going to be on offense first?
Let me check it. The defense is on the Elong is a defense, and the Phoenix on the offense.
All right, so Phoenix is going to be on offense here in game number 1 of map number 2 on steps. Don't go away. All right, guys, so we are back now. You can see the tank loadout is not just finalized yet for Elong there, and we've got 2 RU-251s, 4-5 RU-251s coming from Team Phoenix. They are on offense. Again, I might remind you as well, they're also packing a T-49, I like that, and a T-37 as well. So going with the 686 rollout, while we have a similar rollout, it looks like, coming from Elong. They already have shown us 6 Tier 8 tanks. I imagine their last one's going to be a 5916 or another form of a light tank.
It's a Tier 6, I think. They already have 1, 2, 3, 6 Tier 8, right?
Right. So what do you think their light's going to be?
I don't know, but no, that's the first time they did use a T-29. So that means they're going to rush out, if they choose the T-29 or T-32. That means they're going to defend on the northeast, but no, this time they don't have any heavy tank in there, so that means they're gonna choose even they are on the safe side.
Edison was just saying that it looks like the composition we have coming from Elong right now, they're most likely going to employ a rush strategy. That was at the loading screen when you guys couldn't hear us, but 2 AMX 1390s, 3 RU-251s T-49 coming from Elong, and of course the VK 2801. That has a 105mm cannon, if I'm not mistaken.
Normally they use a 105.
Right, with HE shells.
Yeah, with HE, sure. Or H.
Right, I've done that before. It works. It works wonders. It's amazing the amount of damage it does. But it looks like we're gonna have Phoenix rushing out to capture point 2 on the eastern end of the map, and Elong is ready to intercept that. That is not looking too hot for Team Phoenix right now.
Yeah, it's just wonder why Elong. Look like they know you're gonna come here. Do you feel that?
Yeah, I mean, once you stop and think about it, their tanks are ready to go. They're lined up and ready to shoot. They're ready to fire. And indeed, that's what they're going to do. They've got the defensive advantage, the hometown defender's advantage, if you will. And already we can see that they are piling in on this. Monster getting a little bit overzealous there. He's been track hit, and I think he just used his module. He's done a one-shot now on that T-49, if I'm not mistaken, and he's gone out of the game. Much-Wow is next on the menu. But just before that, we have Griven gone, and he follows suit. Not far behind. Fresh Meat looks like he's going to be chased down for the moment, and then indeed lost. It's up to Ingrid and Nisa, but Nisa's now gone, and Ingrid is 1-on-7. He's one shot and out. So that brings the score to 4-1. Elong doesn't drop a single tank this game.
Yeah, I saw they gonna rush, but they didn't rush and waiting for Phoenix coming. But problem is, it looked like they already expect Phoenix gonna coming from south. Quite weird, but
I wouldn't say it's a meta that's been figured out. No, I don't think that. But I do think that what happened was Elong has shown us some very, I guess you'd say, strange strategies since WGL Asia, APAC-ASIA Season 2 Gold Series. Remember? Taking light tanks even when the enemy team has heavy tanks and making it work. 5 AMX 1390s versus, of course, Gash Plus Night Eagles when they had, I think it was maybe an IS as well as a T-32. But, that was a long time ago. So, maybe, it's just that coordinated fire. No one can match it.
Yeah, that's right. But, when Elong stand there and waiting for your coming, they got a one shot. They got the first shot advantage. When you got to cross a hill, on that moment you're gonna got a first shot, right?
Right.
Yeah, but Elong is stand there and gonna give you a first shot. So after that you're gonna get less hit points and start to fight to Elong. But such a team, they know how to focus fire. They know how to do a great teamwork. So if you give them the advantage on the hit point, it's really, really hard to win.
If you give them a chance, they're going to take it, and they are going to win the game straight out. And not only that, the T-49 on Phoenix was focused down very quickly. I think the shot that it fired, did it miss? Do you remember?
It's not a question about miss or not because of T49 is doing for close battle. No, its gun depression is nice. I know that, but it's really nice for defense.
Yeah.
Because of when you are trying to cross out, you're gonna get a lot of shot first. And after you shoot, you got 20-second reload time. You almost cannot do anything there. So if you just do a defense shoot and run, maybe that's better. But whatever they do on this one, I don't think they can win this match.
On top of that, there were actually two T49s coming from Elong, and they were all, like you said, they had defender's advantage. So I mean, that's this game explained in about 2 minutes. But we're gonna take things into a short break, and then after that, we will be back with the next game, the second game on offense for Phoenix. Don't go away, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. The score is now 4-1 in favor of Elong, and that means if Phoenix wants to win this, they're going to have to win the next 3 games in a row, plus the tiebreaker. But of course, we just found out today that tiebreakers result in both teams getting points. That would be the winner getting 2, and the loser getting 1.
Yep.
All right, so it'd be nice to see if we could see a tank loadout. There we go.
I think the tank loadout is the same.
Completely the same.
Yeah, the same.
Completely, not a single change. Unless maybe the tankers actually changed which tanks they're piloting. But I'm wondering if the strategy is going to change here from Phoenix at all.
Yeah, I think the Phoenix, they have to play more, I
cleverly?
Have to say, no,
creative?
Yeah, maybe need more creative, but they cannot do it that rough.
Looks
Like if they want to rush you, I think that's fine. If they rush to I think someone alone to kill them. But if they rush to the east and see a lot of people stand here and they're still rushing.
But Edison, I see what they're doing. They're going this way and they're going to try and flank them.
Yeah, they're trying something different, But if on this time, and they discover, okay, all Elong team stick there, and they're still rushing, that will not work out, I think.
Maybe. Let's see how it pans out. All right, so Elong is doubling back right now. They think something isn't right because, well, wait, are they?
Yeah, they got a chance here, but maybe if they, just make a frontier here and
they are.
Someone to capture. Maybe.
Griven's been spotted, and now he's ultra lit.
Yeah, they still rushing, I don't think they can get anything there.
2 tanks fall before even 1 can come out from Elong. It's going to be a 2-for-1 exchange, 3-for-1, and now 404 damage on Elong's reflection, but he lives. Fresh meat falls in the background. Reflection down to 175, and it looks like Blade is focusing in down. Wow, T49 does a huge ton of damage to Blade, and Sponster is the last man standing on his team in his T49, but it's a long reload. He's looking for something to hit, and I think his turret brings good damage. He's turning a little bit slow, but doesn't even get a shot. He doesn't even get a chance to fire. In the end, Elong only loses a single tank.
But as I say, if you want to do something different, it's better. But whatever they do, they discover where is the Elon and everyone just rushing.
Yeah.
It's not a winning strategy.
What else can you do? I mean, like you're talking about one of the top tier teams that has the practice regimen to actually, how do I say this? They've got the resources to just practice maybe 4 or 5 hours a day is an amazing amount of practice for 7 people, but they have their own dormitories, their own training center, right?
Yep.
They've got all that stuff to back them up, but I mean, we're talking about how do I say this? Like non-Chinese teams that don't quite have the resources to do that. They practice in their spare time. They practice as best as they can.
Yeah, but I just feel don't give up that early. You still have time to practice. Even so, you cannot win this one. Trying to do something different and on the battlefield, trying to practice that, not just give up.
Right. I don't think that was given up. I mean, they gave it their best shot, but they knew that I feel like they knew in all of the games that they were playing that a capture was not viable versus Elon. I mean, like especially their coordinated fire, their team speak, their commandeering skills, things like that.
Yeah, but as I said, when you give the Elon's first shot advantage, they can attack that. But you can say another way and force them, go out first and trying to shoot them first. Maybe they got a chance to win that one, But I know that hard because of it's Elon, but
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about playing versus someone who may as well be cheating. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right, so guys, we're going to take things into a short break, an 8-minute break, and then we are going to be back with Charlotte Tiger versus Front Mission. And I think that could make it to the tiebreaker game. We'll find out after this 8-minute break, guys. Don't go away.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back with set number 2. It's going to be between Charlotte Tiger and Front Mission, and I think the end score for this is going to be 5-3. Either way. Maybe.
Yeah, possible. You know, Front Mission doing pretty nice on last week. So.
Yeah, I mean, they beat... who did they beat? They beat PvP Super Friends. Of course, that was a tiebreaker game. And who else? Not PvP Super Friends.
It's a finish. And
Yeah.
that one is a finish. So they got to win.
And also, they were very strong in the Silver Series of Season 2. And that's what got them here into the Gold Series. And I think NVIDIA Aces is now fighting to reclaim their spot in the Gold Series.
Yeah, but, you know, I think NVIDIA, they can, you know, if they can doing something different, you know, they are such a strong team and they have a history. But, you know, I just wonder why they lose the upper down game, you know. I really wonder about that.
Well, here we are right now. I mean, we're at the game lobby, and we can already see the first map's going to be Steps, and second map's going to be Prokhorovka. I can see why some people might not be so appreciative of the meta this time around, simply based on the fact that, how do I put this? I mean, you know, we're kind of boiled down to 2, maybe 3 maps in the entire pool. I mean, this set and the last set, we only see Steps and Prokhorovka.
You know, some team they are not doing that good on the city map, so maybe they ban that. And the cliff, you know, it's a light tank map. I don't know who banned that, but you know, if you versus Elon, you won't choose the cliff, and you gonna prefer the Rimberg and Hemstove, but. The Himstov and the Rimberg, you know, maybe Elon gonna ban that. So finally, Morovenka no one practiced that, and finally, you know, we still play the Step and the Prokhorovka.
All right, I think maybe some teams would probably try to diversify a little bit more to those maps. Got something to say after we get past the loading screen.
Yeah. You know, I'm thinking about if a team they practice the Morovenka more, you know.
Yeah,
they
me
can
too.
ban the Prokhorovka.
Alright, so as you can see, we've got a pretty heavy loadout coming from both sides, but the main difference here would be that there are 2 AMX 1390s on both sides, and is there a tier 6 on, am I looking at this? Oh, 2 tier 7s, right, the T29s, what is wrong with me?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, those things, you shoot at the turrets, everything bounces, it's the bane of my existence. But Edison was just saying we should see some teams that are more keen on banning Steps and Prokhorovka, and then maybe see some teams that put a full-blown practice or training regimen into maybe 2 of the other 4 maps that are frequently banned. But I mean, the only other alternative, once you stop and think about it, is kind of strange, you know?
Yep. Yeah, because of if you ban the Prokhorovka and Step, I think these 2 maps might be, you know, most practiced map. So if you ban that and you choose Morovenka, and you know, no one knows how to play that, then maybe you can get an advantage on that map.
Right, and I mean, like, I was actually thinking, well, why didn't Wargaming just make the regulations to where, okay, well, you've got 2 rounds that are played on 4 maps, but it's 1 on offense, 1 on defense, and I just think to myself, okay, that's a little bit too luck-based.
Yeah.
You know, you're counting on one team not knowing what the other team's strategy is going to be for that map, and it could be just a straight-up loss or win for both sides, or maybe it could even lead to even more draws. But I mean, this is a pretty decent format that we have right now. It encourages more action-packed gameplay. But now back to the game at hand. We do have our Japanese juggernauts leaning towards the west end of the map. 5 of them are just grouped up in the Echo Foxtrot Dog region of the map. That would be Echo Foxtrot 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 as well as Dog 1 2 3. And T29's going out there to catch some firepower.
Yeah, right? Gonna go to the media.
I mean, that's his plan. He's gonna draw firepower, maybe flank some tanks.
Normally we won't use the T29 for flanking. You know, maybe you're gonna defend one a show here or somewhere, and they show about Torrent, and Torrent is quite solid. So.
And I mean, look at what's coming from front mission on defense. I'm sorry.
They're on offense.
Oh, my bad. Look at what's coming from Charlotte Tiger on defense right now. They're actually pulling back towards their spawn point because all of those tanks are piled over there. But Charlotte Tiger's Reno.
Yeah, he got two side shot right now.
Yeah. And can he get away is the question. Non-penetrating shot there. Missed. And now he's looking like he might just be able to get away.
Charlotte Tiger, they're gonna rush the T-29 there. Here, they're gonna rush it.
Oh man, this could backfire on Charlotte Tiger. Hiwami is really low there in his AMX 1390. Front mission taking advantage of catching their opponents out of position. And it looks like Optic is looking like Offspin is in a lot of trouble as he's taking fire from both Akiov and Poli at the moment. His teammates struggling to get into position to save him without taking too much damage themselves, but it looks like for now it's going to be a 1-for-1 exchange. Plateau in a lot of trouble there in the background, 187 damage on him.
Yeah, but even so, they use one T-29 to exchange almost to Tier 8. It's worse for that, I think.
All right, well.
Okay, I think Formation got an advantage here because of the Charlotte Tiger. They send the T-32 out here. So they because of sniper here.
Right.
So they almost lose the first one, and then they rush out to try to kill the T-29 there.
Right.
But they got a top sniper, so they send the second Tier 8 out.
Right, and let's stop and think about this for a moment. If we see front mission play this wrong, they could very well lose it, but they are taking the safest and most viable strategies they can. And Plateau's in a lot of trouble right there.
Right.
He's one shot.
And most importantly, they got a lot of heavy tank here, so they just push directly. So until right now, if Charlotte Tiger want to win this one, they have to play a sniping strategy. That means someone spot and someone shoot. If the Charlotte Tiger, if the formation just kept and waiting for their coming, for Charlotte Tiger, it's really, really hard to win this one.
Tykiller looks like he's in a bit of trouble. He's going to be backpedaling away. Blood Plus is going to be taking up the slack for him as we see CT Poly running for the hills. And I have to ask the question right now, Edison. Do you think a capture is viable? Because we do see a T-29 piling into that capture point.
They have to cap it right now, but most important thing is they have to use the remain high HP tanks to make a frontier. That means if someone cap a high HP tank have to make a defense line out of the capture circle. They have to do that, or someone gonna reset that.
This is not looking too good. 16 seconds remaining until that capture is fully complete. Akiov is now struggling to get into a position where he can save the game. He's in the RU-251, the fastest Tier 8 tank there is.
They rush out. That's right. That's right. That's why I say you capture first, then second, you have to make a defense line.
Indeed, they're baiting the ambush right now. Panya is now coming into a position where he can defend his teammates. They're trying to get the capture. He can't miss this shot. Is he going to get a tracker now?
Yeah, don't just stand on the
reset
circle. No, the reset, that's okay because all enemies coming. So they got time to kill them.
Right, and it goes. It's at 50%. Just as I say that, Help Me Please hops out of the capture circle. He's going to be cruising towards Lobos Tommy there. And now there's only a single AMX 1390 left on the map. The question is, can he or can he not get the reset?
Yeah, whatever. They're going to capture again and send high hit point tank out again.
All right, and they're pinging both sides, as you can see right now. We're actually following front mission's present position on the map. And if Charlotte Tiger is not able to get this reset, they're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, and honestly, the formation, the Charlotte Tiger they make a big problem on this match because they got a really light setup. But your enemy got a lot of heavy tank. They got more HP, more firepower, but Charlotte Tiger rush in directly. Somewhat like suicide.
And there's the capture. 20 seconds remaining on this map. But in the end, we see that Front Mission has what it takes to take game number 1, and they were on offense.
Yeah,
that's
really
amazing.
Nice. Yeah, I think the Charlotte Tiger they may underestimate the enemy. They got a lighter setup. A heavy tank is still on the east side, but they rush out directly. And on the beginning, they send a T-32 to scale the capture circle. That's quite weird. I said that before. If a T-32 you want to see the capture circle, just use the binocular,
Yeah, I mean,
it's quite safe, but they drive a T-32 in and got a lot of sniping on both sides, almost cannot leave, Yeah.
I mean, that's this game in a nutshell. And before we go to a commercial break, I'd like just to say hello to Arate Cowthief. He is the captain of the team that took first prize in both Season 1 and Season 2 Grand Finals, guys. We'll be back in 90 seconds with game number 2. Again, front mission on offense. Welcome back to Wargaming.net League Gold Series. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
It is Edison 99.
And we are showing you that upsets are possible with teams like teams like Front Mission in the WGL Gold Series. Try saying that 10 times fast. Okay, so it looks like we don't quite have the tank loadout complete for game number 2, but of course we're going to see Front Mission on offense yet again. And do you think we're going to see the same strategy come from them 2 times in a row?
No, I don't think so. I told you before, formation, they are emphasized on the strategy side. So they always have, something new. And, if you think too simple, just stand there and you want to rush out, they're going to have a lot of snipers sniping you. Every time they have same strategy, even they are on the ends. When I still remember, once they they are standing on the south side, and they are southbound, and they trying to cap on the north. When the other team trying to rescue the capture, they got a lot of sniper on the south, So they always they always emphasize on
the strategy side.
Yeah, but they are not that emphasized on the teamwork or foxfire, but they are doing really nice on the strategy, on the
strategically
and the reaction.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean, they showed us solid play all the way across the board there in game number 1. I think not a single mistake coming from them.
Yep.
And Charlotte Tiger, I feel like they weren't quite ready to encounter that kind of a strategy. I mean, this is a map where I think that was the first game where we saw a lot of heavy tanks employed and steps. I mean, previously?
Not a lot of heavy tank. Their composition was heavy and light and mid tank, but normally we saw the heavy with the light tank or light tank with the mid tank. But this is the first time we see the heavy mid tank composition plus a little light tank. That's quite weird, I think. But they got their sword. On 1 year ago, we're gonna see a lot of heavy tank on Vietnam team.
Right.
They love the heavy tank rush out strategy, but on this year we didn't see any strong Vietnam team anymore.
Yeah, I mean, well, I guess you could say maybe NVIDIA Aces, they were kind of the hope, if you will, but they just fell down into the Silver Series. They're working their way back up. I'm pretty sure they'll be here next season.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but if they got a top 2, I'm not surprising because they are strong enough to get a top 2. But I saw the run on the top 1 on the silver right now, but around there Cantonese team, but
they're from Guangzhou, or they're from?
No. Actually, they're from Hong Kong.
Oh,
so
okay,
they
okay.
all speak Cantonese.
All right, I see. Okay, it's just that when you say Cantonese, we tend to think. Well, I mean that's the British word for Guangdong. If that makes sense, because
normally we say that Guangdong,
right?
Cantonese, yeah. But I'm talking about the language because of my claim. We speak Chinese, but we not only Chinese. So got someone from Singapore or somewhere else. But we always call we are a Chinese team.
There we go. It looks like we're finally piling everything into this second game. Charlotte Tiger, they didn't have an M41 Bulldog in the first game, did they?
No.
They have two now.
No, they only have one tier 6, is a T37, I think.
All right, so they're going with a 587 composition. It's going to be 2 M41 Bulldogs, 2 RU-251s, 2 AMX 1390s, 3 AMX 1390s, excuse me.
Yeah, so this time maybe they want to rush the northwest first, like that one. They do rush out a couple light tank to the northwest, but after they discover, okay, you got some tank here, they pull back. They didn't do anything there because they know our heavy tanks still on the back.
Right. Okay, so coming from front mission, it looks like they're going to get an M41 Bulldog, but and a T29. So they're going for 587 themselves as well, and we're finally at the loading screen for game number 2.
Yeah, but this
took us a while, but we're there.
They picked a lot of different tanks. They got T32, they got T29 for the M13 Object 416. It's a high DPM composition.
Right. I mean, we saw the Object 416 in game number 1, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
only
we
one.
didn't really. It was only one though.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the 2 Pershing, and this time they replaced 2 Pershing to the Object 416 in the T32.
All right.
Such a heavy setup with a high DPM, so this time we go to the east bar.
Indeed, and spawning to the north, it's going to be Charlotte Tiger. Spawning to the south, it's going to be on offense, front mission. Okay. So as you can see here, we've got just about everything. Yeah, I mean, front mission, as you said, they have different strategies employed for different games.
Yeah, and the formation, not formation, the Charlotte Tiger rush out is they're trying to discover where is your main force, and if you are stand alone, they're gonna rush out. They know their enemy got mid tank and a heavy tank, so the speed is not that fast. So if they find someone alone, they can kill them like quite easy. But this time, formation also, knows you got so many light tanks. They don't want to, stand alone. They just stick together and rush out, and force you come here. That means they might capture. They might capture and then use the Object 416 to offer a higher DPU.
And covering fire at that, keep the tanks that are in the capture alive, or this capture could, effectively speaking, just be a what's the word I'm looking for? It could just be an ambush waiting to happen. And Charlotte Tiger is now doubling back, well aware of the situation that they're in. I think.
The T-32, because the Charlotte Tiger, they already gave up the east part, so the T-32 and the T-29, they can reach the capture circle quite easy. Once the 2 heavy tank reach this reach, they cannot win this one quite very easy, because of if you stand here and trying to shoot a T-32 and T-29, they cannot only show up torrent. If you're trying to rush in, they got a lot of sniper on the back. So I think, I gonna bet formation cannot win this one.
I think Opalisk and his M41 Bulldog just took a shot from an OBJ, because now he's down to 417 HP. Just 30 points away from what you could call, actually 5 points. No. My math is bad.
Yeah, but
15 points away from
M13 and Object 416 cannot chase in the M13 on the south right now.
All right, so that T-32 is in the capture circle at the moment. And we can see, of course, that flank.
Yep, on the south, but I bet the Charlotte Tiger don't know there is 2 Object 416. So if they discover that, they're gonna kill the T-32 and the T-30 as soon as possible.
Maybe. We're losing vision of the minimap right now.
Yeah. But right now, it depends on who kills the long tanks first. Is it the M13 die first or T-32
cam, and it looks like we're getting it just as the brawl in the middle of the map, close to the capture circle, is happening. I'm sorry. That is... Where on earth are we right now?
Yeah, it's really chaos right now, It's really hard to say.
Indeed, I mean, Plateau falls, it's 1-for-1 exchanges, 2 tanks fall from both teams. Opalus now at 1 shot, but he's all the way away from this. Iwami running for dear life. Reno is on the reload in that AMX 1390, I might add, and Opalus is actually closer to the capture point. Apologies, as I called that wrong earlier. And that is him. He's gone.
Wow.
He's gone. Okay, so now we've got Charlotte Tiger and Front Mission just even, going at it, all the same.
Yeah. It depends on whose autoloader to reload first.
Man, that is true. Okay, so Panya's gonna try and make every shot count.
Coming.
Oh man.
The M13 is coming.
Akilov.
Oh, he's gonna chase in the Lobas.
Wait, what if he gets track shotted at this moment? Both shots miss. Both of them miss coming from Akio. Lubos is gonna try and come back here and provide some covering fire, I imagine. If not, he's struggling to get away from
right now.
Yeah, he's struggling to get away from his own assailant right now. It's 3 versus 3, and a lot of tanks are only one shot. 1 HP remaining on Lobos, and now he's gone.
Nice.
It's Reno versus... Well, it's Reno.
It's really hard right now. I cannot say who's gonna win.
Oh my god. This
both 1 shot, 1 kill. And
I know, everyone's 1 shot right now.
Wow.
It just depends on where the shots hit. Panya loses his angle.
They're gonna run because they are a defense team, so
they don't need it.
Yeah, Pania got to kill them, or he cannot lose this one.
Reno.
Oh, Reno is on the left side.
Reno is sitting there as bait. He's been spotted.
Oh no.
Panya just got marked, and the score is now 1-1.
Wow.
As it is a draw.
I'm wrong. I thought they're gonna win this one, but on the final, there's something on the Foxfire or something. It's a personal skill, depends on decide the result because it's so close. Everyone with a really low hit point, so it's no strategy side here, only on personal skill. But,
yeah.
I really, I thought they're gonna win because they got 2 tanks with so high hit point, but they didn't get it.
I know it was back and forth. I mean, it was 4 tanks. I mean, the OBJs. What are the OBJs like at close range? I mean, obviously you can only turn 180 degrees with that turret.
Yeah, that's okay. But on that scenario, because of the 4 tanks versus the 4 tanks, so not too many problem about the angle.
At the flank, the south end where the OBJs, they had an AMX 1390 protecting them, right? Or no?
No, they got 4 tanks.
Oh.
So both sides got a 4, but on that moment, I think the formation win that one because of. They got the rest 2 tanks on the Charlotte Tiger, only 1 shot, 1 kill, but formation didn't trust them. But they go back trying to rescue the T-32, but
Right, and their frontline defense, I mean, like, they had 4 tanks back there. That means they only had 3 tanks up front. So that means Charlotte Tiger took advantage of the situation by rushing them there and just taking them down one by one by one.
Yep.
Of course, maybe not that easy, but in the end, the exchange was so even. Excuse me, it was so crazy for both sides. And I felt like maybe we were going to see Front Mission pull out a double kill just like we had seen in Week 1 versus Team Efficiency. But that certainly was not the scenario here, guys. So now the score is 1-1. We're going to switch things around. We're going to see Front Mission on defense and Charlotte Tiger on offense, guys. So don't go away. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Hi guys, we are back now, and this is going to be game number 3. We're going to see Front Mission on defense, and this time around, Charlotte Tiger on offense. And I said it, like, I mean, maybe my prediction was a little bit incorrect after we saw game number 1 and after we saw game number 2. I think we could actually see a tiebreaker game. Like,
but no, on the step of this one, you know, I feel the formation gonna got 3 points. You know, on the defense side, if on the offense side they can got a 1-1, that means on the defense side that's quite easy to get 2 points. You know, not that easy, but you know, they got really high chance to get 2 points. I think. You know.
Maybe. Let's just see how things pan out here. I mean, like right now, I mean, we can see at the loadout screen that we still have Front Mission. Like they show their love for the OBJ 416 because they're even using it on defense, and I think I think we've got some idea as to what they're going to be using this for, but we'll find out as we get into this game. And it looks like they're going with the 587 loadout, and from their enemy team, they're going with the 587 loadout as well.
Yeah,
so
and Tiger got I3. That means they're gonna push from north, I guess. You know, I3 is quite fast, heavy tank, but it's not that good to push south. But if he got a cover, that means got a cover by his teammate, maybe he can push south side. But normally, if the team use I3, they're gonna push for north.
All right, so just waiting to see where things are gonna go with this game. Wait a minute, Front Mission making a final moment swap out with their tanks. Maybe it could have just been a simple disconnect, but we're about to find out just what the deal is gonna be here.
It's a Bulldog. Oh, okay, it's a Bulldog.
Okay, so they got 2 M41 Bulldogs for the Tier 7 tanks. And we have the same thing coming from Charlotte Tiger as well, 2 M41 Bulldogs.
Yep.
All right, 587 composition. We're in the game now.
On the defense side, they choose 2 Persian. Okay. The Persian is not that good for defense.
Paper thin armor on the sides, right?
Full armor is not that worse, but you know, compared to T32, it's still somewhat different. You know. But the gun is nice. Penetration is really nice, so we love to use it to counter the heavy tank. I mean, on offense.
All right, so spawning to the south on offense this game around, it's going to be Charlotte Tiger.
Yep.
And to the north, it's Front Mission.
As I expected. If you use the I3, normally you're going to use this.
All right, now, if I'm not mistaken, the next 2 games, excuse me, the next 3 games, next 4 games, including this one, actually, Front Mission is on defense. Is that correct?
Nice 4, maybe.
It's attack, attack, defense, 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 attack, attack, I think? No. It would be too strong that way. It'd have to be attack, attack, defense, defense, attack, attack, defense, defense. For it to be fully balanced, I think.
Yeah.
But here we are. Front Mission taking the spread on the eastern end of the map, but I don't know about this decision because capture point 1 is way open. It's ultra naked, ultra exposed in that position. I mean, like ultra exposed as it is, but they're gonna have a single AMX 1390 go out there to do the defensive scout, I guess you could say. Obelisk hits a rock as he gets into the hill, and now he's safe on the low ground, if you will. All right, so Charlotte Tiger, for the most part, is on the northwest end of the map.
Oh, the Persian go to the south? You know, do you see that? The Persian go to the south right now.
What is his
it's
thought
quite
process
weird.
there?
It's quite weird because of the base is on the north. Because if you use your slowest tank go to the south, that means it's really hard to cover the whole north capture circle right now. It's quite weird.
Okay.
Oh, they found the obelisk. They found the obelisk. But no one hit him.
I mean, like,
hit!
well, I mean, like, that was a hit there, but he's
It's check shot. And without track.
I'm trying to look at his HP right now. He's at full HP. It just looked a little bit deceiving with his health bar, if you will. But the capture has been initiated now by Charlotte Tiger, and Front Mission is way, way, way far from home. And they're just going to go through and rush their enemy team's spawn for the time being. There are 3 tanks there, but I feel like with the M41 Bulldog spearheading the charge, I don't know if that's a wise decision or not coming from...
Yeah, but I think the M41 is going to trying to kill the enemy's M41.
All right, I mean, that from a logical perspective, that makes sense.
Oh, keep missing.
Well,
they got a really nice chance to kill him, but almost miss every shot.
a little bit unfortunate, but again, I mean, you play off of your opponent's mistakes. You abuse those mistakes as best as you can. That's the, how do I say this is the tell of any esports title, and it's being ultra dictated in this game.
Yep, and I think formation have to push on the west part, go to here as soon as possible, or the Japanese team gonna win this one.
Right, but I mean, like, at the pace that the capture is taking place right now, it's only 1 tank in the circle, so of course Front Mission knows that this is a trap. So they're going to try and approach this as carefully as possible, although it may be too late.
And 41 first.
They get him. 15 seconds remaining on the capture. There was a shot that got the reset. Is that the Pershing that made it?
Yeah, possible.
Indeed, full-blown reset right now. So the plan has been botched by Charlotte Tiger, and they are 1 tank down. 374 HP remaining on Paulie. 214 now as he is plummeting. For dear life.
Got really nice position.
Yeah, at least on Bloodlust in this particular circumstance.
Yeah.
But he's backing off. He's backing off. He's trying to return fire as best he can. He's hitting plateau, which is pretty good. But he's driving straight to Tommy.
But formation heavy tank, not heavy tank. The mid tank do not reach the middle area. That's it.
Oh no, it's a 2 for 2 right now. That not able to stay on top of things. Front Mission kind of falling back here a little bit.
Kill the I3 first. Okay, he did that.
They did it. They did it.
So close right now.
Akiov is very, very exposed. One more shot and he is out of that game. So too is Ty Killer. So too is Ty Killer.
Oh,
but
he missed
Akiov
it. He missed it.
The shot.
Wow.
There we go. Akiov now out of the game, and we have a 4v3, including the very little firepower or the very little life that we have to offer from Ty Killer.
Oh, it's check shot.
Plateau struggling to get away.
To kill him. Whoa!
Not quite working out.
He missed
and
it.
of course, Ty Killer is knocked out. Happy B misses 2 shots in a row.
Yeah.
Iwami now surrounded by 2 hungry sets of teeth. Moreover, sandwiched, and
he's
on the reload.
Reloading.
Oh boy!
Oh my god!
All right.
Oh,
nice shot! Dealing 400 damage.
Yep, it's 4 hit point.
All right, so it's Lobos Tommy versus the rest of Front Mission. What on earth did Charlotte Tiger do wrong this game, Edison?
First they split to 2 parts, and I don't know why the I3 stand there. They know your enemy on the south side. That means it's really easy to snipe in here. Let me just draw it here. This side on the south is so dangerous, and they know, okay, we got a lot of formation on the hit kill.
Right.
But the I3 still stand,
Yeah, that's where the Pershing was earlier. Help me, please. Gonna try and make that last shot count.
Wow.
Just as he turns the corner. In fact, it's gonna be Ripper that gets the kill.
Yeah. I think the formation doing really nice on reaction this time. Because actually they do not emphasize on too many strategy. They got a lot of light tank. They got use the 2 mid tank on the defense. So that's why I think it's quite weird. But finally they show up. We cannot play they cannot play a fast deploy defense strategy like when they know, okay, you got someone on the south, so they cannot shift to south and kill you someone alone there first.
Yeah, I mean, it's a decision that makes sense. The Pershing there got the reset. That was, as you said, the sniping position on that part of steps was taken advantage of. It was abused against Charlotte Tiger quite effectively.
The first one, they killed the Bulldog alone, right? And they killed the I3 because I3 got a really bad sight. Only 350 meters, so when he was sniping by Persian, he don't know where is the Persian. So he got 2 side shot and all take a health hit point. After they rush in, when the formation know, okay, you're gonna capture, and I rush the west part, right? So they send someone to block your reset, but they still leave someone on the east side. They do not move together. If they move together, I think that's better, but they didn't. So after a Persian rushing, everyone rushing because they got more hit point. They got 1 more tank. Finally, the result is still close.
I mean, like that. Like you said, it was really close, and I feel like with a game as close as this goes, I think game number 4 could actually go to Charlotte Tiger, but we're going to have to find out after a 90-second commercial break, guys. Don't go away.
Okay.
And we're back. Okay, so, wow. It takes a long time for these guys to get their tank selected, but
That's the final one on this man.
it looks like we got FM Front Mission is changing things up just a little bit. They got 2 T-29s this time around.
And the T-69 a Persian, so they choose 2 heavy tank, 2 mid tank with 2 light tank, 3 light tank, I guess. So
I swear they're trolling us right now. They just took out their T-29s.
T-29.
Yeah, they just had two T-29s, and
But
now
no, maybe they reload some the HV. Oh no.
maybe no. Did they change it?
Yeah.
Okay. Because last game they had 2 M41 Bulldogs, but of course, is there any change coming from Charlotte Tiger this time around? Did they have those 2 RU-251s last game?
Yep.
Okay.
I
IS-3
think
as
Charlotte
well.
Tiger is the same. Yep.
For the most part.
Yeah, identical, I think.
All right. Now, what I love about the AMX-50 is that it can actually penetrate an IS-3. It's just a shame that we've only seen one today. Like, even with only that second-tier turret that it has, the second one that you can buy, not the stock turret.
Yep.
The one with 240, and 320 damage. Like, that thing can actually do damage to a turret on an IS-3, and it's quite satisfying whenever you get that whenever you hear your crew saying, penetration, or,
Yeah, and you got auto loader, quite
Right.
happy about that.
Absolutely. All right, so as you can see, the tank loadout is as follows. An IS-3 coming from Charlotte Tiger yet again. 2 AMX-1390s, 2 RU-251s, 2 M41 Bulldogs, and it's going to be 2 T-29s, 3 AMX-1390s, and T-69 and a Pershing coming out from Front Mission.
Okay, I found that the formation have new commander, so I'm not sure who is the new commander, but formation right now, I feel they are getting better compared to there's a Pandai handle this team before. Compared to Pandai, I think this new commander is better.
All right. Well, the question remains, this game around, will we see Charlotte Tiger pull out the win? Are we going to see a 1-1, a 2-2, a 3-3, a 4-4, and then finally a tiebreaker or not? I mean, we've seen Charlotte Tiger win 1 game on defense, then they lost 1 game on defense. Could they win 1 game on offense and then after losing a game on offense is the real question.
Yep. But okay.
There's the rush.
They rush in. So as I have to say, the formation, the Reaper have to run as soon as possible.
Right,
And
he's
plus,
ultra exposed there.
Everyone have to run as soon as possible, or they're gonna die there and they're gonna lose.
They're on the retreat right now. Blood Plus, what is he piloting right now? Is that the
Yeah, why is
T-29?
still there?
Is that the T-29?
No, it's a M13.
It's got a big turret for an AMX-13. But okay. Looked a little confusing.
Oh, he's still there. He's not dying.
Right, he's running. Paulie's chasing him down. And, I mean, Blood Plus, he had no intentions of returning fire whatsoever. I mean, it's a good thing he was already pre-turned to run away.
But problem is, their teammate already found the Short Tiger rushing, but I really wonder why is he still there. The reaction of the, who is that? Let me check it. Black Class, I think. The reaction of him is quite slow. So yeah,
no one's perfect.
I think his teammates yelling, and everyone is leaving, and he's still there.
Yeah, I mean, Offspin is here as well. I believe he's in a T29 there. I mean,
yeah.
Offspin
is a T29.
Definitely. Wise choice. Anything that hits the turret is likely to bounce off of it.
Yeah, and he used in the 90mm gun.
All right, so decent return fire potential on that as well.
Yeah, but the Persian, go to the middle, it's suicide. Every time people use a sniper on the source.
There we go. I mean, that Pershing's ready to go. He's turning to their side right now, and he's turning around completely at this moment. Who on earth is that Pershing, Edison? Do we know?
Who on earth?
I mean, what's the player name? I'm trying to figure it out at this particular moment. Is it, help me please? Tie Killer?
Yeah. It's
1440 HP. Is that how much a...
Tie Killer, I think.
Yeah, okay, so that explains it. He took a couple of shots, and he's like, okay, I got to back off. And, I mean, this is where Charlotte Tiger sets up the counter
they're going to get a Tiger first.
There we go.
They rush out.
They want that T29 Tiger skin out of the game ASAP.
Yeah, but, the formation sniper are ready right now, so they're doing really nice exchange here.
Looks like they're doing it. That was a nice bait. It might not have been the best choice to go for that T29. That's 2 tanks.
Oh, don't do that. The M13 run and shoot, I really hate that because, it got really low rate to hit,
Yeah, I mean, we can see 2 misses in a row, but at the same time, I mean, it looks like it's panning out for Front Mission in the end. They're at 5 tanks right now with Charlotte Tiger at only 4. They're up 1 on their opponents. And they're on defense.
Right.
So for the time being, it's working.
But they can do in that better because of they shouldn't run into that. You can see the Short Tiger are rushing because of M13 is under reloading right now.
I mean, at the same time, there, Lobos Tomi, I mean, when he dived in, he basically sealed his fight. But Reno there is on fire.
He's on fire.
He's on fire. Not in the good figurative way either. Calliope is going to turn and return fire. Does get a penetrating hit there. Calliope now running into it. Blood Plus sealing out the shot that saves Calliope, but Plateau coming in for the vengeance for his teammate Pauly, and Plateau are now going to double team Happy B.
That's the T69, it's really
it's 3v3. It's 3v3. Blood Plus looks like he's on the reload here. He's running for the hills. Oh man,
my God.
This is not too good.
Whoa!
Oh, but he gets saved by, at least he gets saved by one of his teammates. Pauly there is going to continue unloading fire, but he's on the reload now too.
Yeah, but they shoot, this tank should kill the Hiwami first, not run and shoot. How many shots he missed, you can see.
Blood Plus looks like he's going to get knocked out. Hiwami is actually getting intercepted. Very good job. Missing the ram there just a little bit narrowly as Pauly. If his ammo rack has been hit, he's on an 80-second reload, but I can't tell. Yeah. He's turning around to shoot. It's such a long reload time in the AMX 1390, and if you hit nothing but air, you are going to be punished very severely for it. So, solid play from Front Mission. They're up 3 points right now to, last season's third prize winners. The guys who won a trip to Korea, the guys who got to play in front of a live audience of 500 people at the OGN studio, and then the next day, a movie theater, I think it was. But I mean, I know we had a movie theater gathering.
We don't know this season where it's going to be the season final.
Not yet. I mean, so it'd be nice to know.
Yeah, it should be nice on the United States, right?
Nice on the United States. What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Go back to your hometown.
Sure, why not? They can fly us all out there. Okay, yeah, I'd love the opportunity to get in a plane and go somewhere. It would be absolutely amazing. But map number 2 is going to be Prokhorovka. I mean, it's a little bit torture, a little bit lazy-eyed to see the same maps over and over again. But we're going to go to a short commercial break, and then after that, we'll be back with game number 1 on map number 2, Prokhorovka. Don't go away. All right, guys, we are back now, and is it Charlotte Tiger that's going to be on offense here? Or no, they'd have to be on defense for this to be perfectly balanced, I imagine. They would have to be, I imagine.
They're on defense.
All right. I mean, like, look, we can, I guess you'd say, try and justify it. I mean, they're on defense, right? All right, that sounds like, I guess you'd say perfectly justifiable, because, I mean, if you've got a team that's going to play 4 defense rounds in a row, then you're talking about someone who's got, you know, the defender's advantage. We've seen some pretty silly, pretty cheesy meta strategies, if you will. Excuse me, back in Season 2. You know, I think it was 1 KV5 and 4 IS3s camping at the south end of mines, for example.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah. But they are killed by M13. Finally,
right.
Everyone, you know, because of the gun, they cannot rest their gun.
Right. The turret depression. That's like the most abusive strategy we've ever seen in the Wargaming League, and it's like, okay, we can't look that high, we can't shoot this guy, it's not fair, that kind of thing. So I mean, what else can you do about it? But you know, it's just one of those things where you simply lose by default. But this is going to be map number 1 on Porcorocco. And here we are with the tank loadout. It's going to be 3 RU-251s and an AMX-1390 for Charlotte Tiger, 2 T-32s, and a 5916 for them, Chinese 5916. 3 AMX-1390s, a T-29, 40 N41 Bulldog, and 2 Pershings coming from front mission. So, what's the specialty of the Pershing again, Edison? Can you tell us? It's not an auto loader, is it?
No, it's not auto loader, but you know, it's somewhat like the T-32, but got, you know, a thinner armor and with higher speed, but you know, the gun accuracy and penetration is really nice.
I can see that. I mean, there's only 110 HP difference between what do you call it? The
T-32 and
right
and Pershing.
Exactly. What kind of a cannon does it use? 105 millimeter? That's ultra
90,
accurate. 90.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, if a T-32 uses a 90mm cannon, it still be nice because it's an open wide map. You got a lot of chance to snipe it. But 105 is not accuracy at all.
All right, checking the way things rushed here. It looks like we've got front mission piling up on, I guess you'd say, the center east side of the map. But it looks like with our AMX 1390 is backpedaling. I'm not sure if that's to snipe or to get into the hill.
Yeah, because you know, if your enemy got to T-32, maybe they expect someone go here first go. So they set up 3 M13 and trying to kill that one. But you know, actually, normally the Japanese team, they don't rush. So you know, maybe they are over expected. But the Charlotte Tiger doing a really standard sniping strategy. They use a T-32, you know, for block the front side attack, and use the Chinese light tank 5916 to scout the left line in order to prevent any attack from the north side like this.
Oh man, and Ospin takes 3 shots in his M41 Bulldog as he pops over that hill to get some vision.
Yep.
And I'm not quite sure if that was entirely worth it in the end. He's done a 388 HP.
But most shot from the north, the railroad, I think.
All right.
They got a lot of sniper there.
So we've got some perspective of what's just happening here. T29 just going to poke its head over the hill there, and the Pershing, oh my god, the entire team is backing around that hill. I think the AMX 1390s are going to wait for the Pershings to catch up, and then what's going to happen is they're all going to pile in. Is that right?
Yep.
5916 is there for vision, but
I know Pershing, I don't know why Pershing go to the back, because of, you know, if your frontier have a T29, you have a Pershing. It's really easy to support, to shoot the west part. You know, that's nothing different from here.
All right, so Here they are. They're piling in.
Yeah. And T32 there, T29 there is quite a long.
Right, and the T32s actually at that position, they're ultra exposed. If they get flanked, they are totally. I feel like they're going to get totally banged up and foobarred, if you will. And foobarred, well, that's an acronym for an expletive that means messed up beyond any recognition. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. You know, I think T29 got a really nice chance to shoot the T32, but he don't do that. Maybe they feel too dangerous about it.
There we go. The Pershings are going in.
Yeah, but he cannot spot it.
Exactly.
He can't spot it, and the sniper gonna shoot him, and T32 gonna shoot him.
This plan is kind of backfiring just a little bit on front mission. As we can see,
they
Tycho getting ultra lit, and one more shot will take him out of the game.
Yeah, they shouldn't use the Pershing. They should use the M13. The light tank and Russian is much better. They use the mid tank. The speed is not that fast, so. Even use the Bulldog, not bad.
I think they were too busy watching. Oh man, 59-16 to 59-16 gets the kill. Good call by Opolis.
Yeah, because they don't know where is the 59-16.
That's the most annoying part about being on this map. But at the same time, I mean, I think they were learning a strategy. They learned from Phoenix's mistakes when Phoenix was playing against Elong there, and Elong was on defense. You remember that?
Yep.
Oh boy. There we go. Calliope trying to play a picks over the corner there. I feel like it's a big mistake for them not to try and get the flank on the T-32s, even now.
Yeah, they should kill the 59-16 first. They cannot use the mid tank. They have to use the light tank.
Calliope doing good work there, but at the same time he's taking picks from the 15-16. And now, man, this is not looking good.
And both rush.
It's going to be 3v3 on the 3v4 on the eastern flank right now. Our observer is not catching it at this very moment, but a lot of damage is taking place. The T-29 in the center of the map has just been eliminated. Ripper going toe-to-toe with Lobos, Tomi, and Blood Plus is there to his aid, but for how much longer is the real question. We've got Ripper trying to return damage and return fire, doing a good job, but I think he's on the reload now as he turns tail and runs, but his engine has been blown and is now out of the game. It's up to Offspin and Happy V12 to make something happen here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. 59-16 getting ultra zealous here, really wants to get a kill, but
he's bounced.
Happy is not going to let that happen anytime soon. Aiming carefully and getting the kill that takes, or the shot that takes him out of the game. It's now a 2 versus 3. It's going to take, I mean, with the present state of those tanks on front mission, it's going to take a miracle to win this game right now. There's no other way to say it. And I think Charlotte Tiger is just retreating for the hill. They're splitting up. They're trying to get the safest possible method of winning without killing their enemy team. So I feel like to that end, they are achieving this goal.
Yeah, but I just wonder, because the Charlotte Tiger using quite the defense strategy, why not, on the formation team, they can use the Pershing and the T-29 on the frontier, and use the other light tank sniping on the railway, and they use these 3 solid torrent tank to kill the T-32 first. On this position, they can take the hit point a little bit step by step in this one, but
Umami takes that guy out of the game, and it's all up to Offspin now, but 3 seconds on the clock. Well, good luck there. You don't even have enough time to fire shots that are going to take down all 3 tanks, even if they are turret hits, or excuse me, ammo rack hits. So, I mean, a little bit unfortunate the way the situation pans out, but, I mean, the score is 3-2. The game gets a little bit more exciting. And this is a map that we've seen Charlotte Tiger practicing on vehemently. And there's only one game I can think of they've dropped on this map. Do you know which one that is?
Which one?
Versus Gash Plus Night Eagles.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the final game of the round robin we were doing in season 2.
Yep.
All right.
I don't remember that. Let's say the Gash Plus doing quite good. They win the 2 match on.
Well, I mean, 2 of them were a draw.
Yeah, they got two match quite early, but finally they didn't win the last one.
Yeah. All right. So, as it is right now, the score is 3-2 in favor of our Titans from Thailand. And with that being said, we're going to take things into a 90-second commercial break. And after that. Game number 2 with Charlotte Tiger on defense. Don't go away.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2 on map number 2, and that's going to mean, of course, Charlotte Tiger on defense yet again. They played, I wouldn't say, yeah, they played pretty solidly there in game number 1. They took advantage of the mistakes that we saw coming from Front Mission, and Front Mission just didn't spot that, you know, that tiny 59-16.
Yeah, but you know, on the step, you know, formation didn't make any mistake. Only Charlotte Tiger, they're making a couple mistakes, but on that one, you know, formation. They use the Persian trying to scale the light hand, you know, because of there is push, and Chinese light hand got a really high camera ratio. So if you don't use a high-speed tank to kill him, you know, the Persian cannot reach any area to scale the 59-16, and before that he will die first, you know.
Yeah.
So as a problem for formation, I just wonder why not they use the light tank to snipe in the railway because of.
I'm just curious about the tank loadout here. Is there any change or no? Any change at all? 59-16.
Yep, P69.
Oh wait, so only one team has the 59-16 this time around, and it's not Charlotte Tiger, is it? Oh, both teams do.
Both
okay.
Team. The Charlotte Tiger. Let me check. Charlotte Tiger have the same setup, I think, and formation used 2 Persian, the same, but they removed the T29 and they use the T69, and they remove 1 M13. That means they cannot use more gun depression on this map. So maybe they cannot go to the the phone reach. The middle range, and use their torrent, the gun depression, to kill the 2 T32 on the first moment.
All right, so I think like if we, I feel like Front Mission, I feel as though when we go to the defensive rounds, they're gonna win this 2 in a row. But at the same time, on the off chance that they should give the entire series or go to a tiebreaker with Charlotte Tiger, I feel like they're probably going to put Prokhorovka on their list of maps to put a ton more training into, like thinking of strategies, constantly trying to be creative, things like that.
Yeah, they're trying to do something different, but you know, I cannot figure out. But probably the Chinese 15-16 gonna go to the riverside and trying to spot someone here, and use sniper to shoot him.
All right, I mean, like that's something that hasn't quite been seen just yet, but I mean, the 59-16's present position, is that him, Happy B12? It looks like it is.
Yep.
Maybe?
Yep.
Yeah, that is. We're following him right now. And I think he's trying to bait out some shots, but I can't really tell. I mean, if he goes in the river, I feel like...
Yeah, okay, they got him.
Ouch.
Right.
Okay, so they've been spotted.
Yeah, that's a function for the 59-16 right now.
And I mean, shots have connected with Charlotte Tiger, albeit maybe only 1 or 2, but...
And the problem is here, they give up the real way right now. So 59-16 gonna go forward, and they use the 15-meter rule to scout them. And
Indeed.
here is sniper. So if they gonna kill the 59-19, they gonna got enough sniping. And two T-32 here cannot offer too many support because of their enemy not on the front side.
Right, and that is absolutely sick. Let's bear in mind that many of these tanks should already have 6th sense, so that's why they back down immediately and only one shot connected.
They know, okay, you're enemy on the other side right now. And the T-32, they are afraid to push because of if they go here, and they're gonna be shoot from the side.
All right, so.
But right now, it's quite even. I don't think the position for the formation is good because of they cannot push. They cannot push.
Can they capture those? The real question. I mean, off spin is back there just a little
even
bit.
the capture is really easy to be reset because of T-32 is still here. Show up torrent, shoot your capture circle in that hard.
The 59-16 is getting in there right now, and I think he's trying to hide behind a house for some cover.
But if formation everyone stick on the south side, he gonna use a T-69 here and try to snipe in the south side.
All right, there we go. Nice connection there with Hiwami, although I'm not sure if that was a penetrating shot or not.
Oh, he died there. The capture is reset so easy. That's what I say.
Yeah. I can't tell if that was an ammo rack hit or not.
No, it's not an ammo rack, but because of the light tank only have like 600 hit point, and he only got 300, maybe 400 left, but the T-32 hit pretty standard damage.
All right, so help me please. Looks like he's about ready to lunge over that, lunge over the side of that railway and unload some firepower on these guys. But at the same time, I mean, the capture can't be initiated right now. Front mission realizes this. Ty-Killer diving straight in there, baiting out a lot of shots, and goes down immediately. Lobos Tomi is going down as well. One Blood Plus going to stay alive while simultaneously trying to get Hiwami out of that game. Engine rightfully turned the wrong way. Hiwami falls, and Calliope is now working his way over the hill, but it's not quite working to his advantage. He backs off immediately. Ripper trying to redirect fire. His engine exposed, but is now looking like he's going to redirect fire at Plateau. And this is very even thus far. It's 3-4, but Charlotte Tiger is down one tank. Plateau in a lot of trouble. Ripper on the reload. Calliope looks like he's going to try and get Reno there. And he might.
Here, or if he didn't leave, he's going to die there. Or he had to kill the T-32 first, but, he didn't do that.
And Plateau is not in an auto loader to the best of my knowledge, so that means if he can get one nice shot onto Calliope, there it is. He takes him out of the game.
Yeah, that's
Ripper's over the hill now. That's a big mistake. He's running away.
Here. Why here?
He can probably get both of these tanks with one volley with all 6 of his shots if he can pull his cards right. But he's getting shot at from the rear now. He's going to get Reno. Oh, but he doesn't get Plateau.
Yeah, this time it's not any problem about strategy side. It's only a simple mess because of they got a heavy tank. You got to auto loader, but auto loader is not a tank for you guys just stand there and never move it. You have to shoot and leave there because you got lower DPM. If you want to rush out, it's high DPM tank is better. Like the Persian is better than T69 because of. I know the T69 you got that 4 shot first, but after that, if you keep standing there, you cannot offer any support fire, and your teammate gonna die really fast.
Well,
yeah, and then they don't have any heavy tank, so they got lower hit point, and they use the 59-16 for capturing and die first. So finally,
I mean, that's how this game works out. We've got 2 more rounds left to play. This time we're going to see front mission on defense. They've shown us some pretty, I would say, some solid offensive strategies, just a little bit not quite there, if that makes sense. Just a teeny bit weaker than Charlotte Tiger on offense. But if they can win the next 2 games in a row, they get 3 points. But if we see Charlotte Tiger win one and then front mission win one, we're taking things into a tiebreaker game. So, guys, we're going to find out just how this pans out after a 90-second commercial break.
Okay.
All right, guys, we are back now, and we've switched sides. That means we're going to see Front Mission on defense,
Yep.
and Charlotte Tiger on offense. So
I think on the strategy side, the formation is doing really nice, but this map is not that easy.
I mean, I just want to say, like, right now, seeing the way that Charlotte Tiger has played on Prokhorovka, historically speaking, if you will, there's very few maps that they dropped, and I mean, the ones that they dropped, well, one of them was, I think, Dumb Luck with Gash Plus and Night Eagles. We're both going to just agree on that one, right? I mean, Gash Plus, they went to Silver Series. I'm not gonna bash them, but I mean, like, it's just the way that happened.
Yeah. I'm thinking about some strategy too in the Charlotte Tiger on the defense side. No, I mean, when they are on the defense side. I have to say, formation use and the Chinese 59-16 is quite good to scout them. And if they can be spotted, the sniper was spotted, they cannot do the job of sniper.
Right. And let's.
So if if on the middle, you can push back those sniper, they can kill. So therefore, they can kill that two T-32 quite easy. On this map, I think to break through a team like Charlotte Tiger is not that easy. So you got to be really detailed, not that rough.
All right, so we got an IS-3 T-32 from Charlotte Tiger, AMX-1382, 3 RU-25s and 59-16, M41 T-29, 3 AMX-1390s and 2 Pershings coming out from Front Mission on defense. And it looks like we're going to just have Front Mission, or excuse me, Charlotte Tiger go for a straight-up rush to the center of the map. And I want to talk about, like, just how strong the defense play was there from Charlotte Tiger, and at the same time how strong it was from Front Mission. Front Mission, they were only behind by, like, 1 tank. I mean, there were 2 tanks.
Wow, it's bounce?
Yeah, that was a bounce. Hey, is that one on Earth? That's one lucky son of a gun M41 Bulldog. Right
Yeah,
there.
it's quite lucky. One almost having around.
I mean, like, especially given the fact that it was a shot to the rear turret. Typically, I mean, that's usually where you see weaker armor, the rear of just about anything.
Yeah, it's hard, it's not from armor. But whatever, the M41 Bulldog is around. Whatever from the side and the rear.
Right, and there's that east-west split that we so typically see these days, and I think it is going to be something to have a reckoning with. So I feel like Charlotte Tiger is going to put something in capture point 1. It's going to be a worm on a hook, and then Front Mission is going to have to bite the fish. Turret armor on the IS-3 is fairly strong, wouldn't you say?
Yep.
All right.
Really nice turret.
And the capture has been initiated, so now this has got Front Mission's entire attention. They're actually going straight up to the south end of the map, and I kind of like this choice.
No, that's right. They got 2 persons here, so they can watch the T-32 here. They use a light tank, sniping the T-32. Kill him first, close to middle, reset the capture, but everything have to be fast.
Right, and we can already see that Charlotte Tiger is actually regrouping to accompany that T-32 as it is. And I feel as though, we're just going to have to see how this pans out. We actually have Front Mission regrouping and going straight into the middle west for the rush. You got the M41 Bulldog going straight in for that reset. He's going to run straight across Plateau in the process. And did he spot Plateau?
Yeah, he spot, but he didn't do a reset.
And of course, our mod cannot bring up the indicator to show that he actually was spotted, which is that light bulb on right next to each player's name. Shots are being fired right now. The capture's been reset.
He had to live there,
Yeah, and no. We just saw off spin taken out of the game. And now we can see the IS-3's role in this game. Do bear in mind, however, that I feel as though we only have to see Charlotte Tiger get a reset once every 140 seconds or once every 99 seconds, but a second tank joins the capture to speed up the process just a little bit faster. This is putting more pressure on Front Mission. Okay, 30 seconds to go. They can't wait for too much longer.
Yeah. That push too slow, I have to say that. Too slow.
Right, and where is Tight Killer right now? T-29, he is in. He uses the repair module and he sights to get behind a rock, but Is that... No, that's not him in the T-29. That's actually a different tank, and that's going to get a successful reset, I imagine. Indeed, not only that, actually blows up the tank accompanying Plateau there
Oh, he
in his IS-3. So many, so many. That's what the T-29 is good for.
Yeah. Do you have that one? Your M6 upgrade to T-29?
Not yet. I've been too lazy with the M6 because the engine is too slow on it. I hate it. All right, so...
Play.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Charlotte Tiger's down one tank right now, and there's the rush happening. FM Ripper is gonna try and make this work out as best as he can, but his teammates are getting
the pickup kills there. It's not dry. Why you live?
Right.
Oh.
Lobos is in a lot of trouble.
Oh, yeah, he cannot live there.
Oh,
why
man.
You leave your teammate alone?
This is not good. And Ripper rams his own teammate just now. Is he on the reload?
Whatever, because the IS-3 is still on the, trying to catch the T-29, but the T-29 keep running.
All right, so here we go. I mean, this is still a fightable position for Charlotte Tiger, but the odds are working against them every moment that this game continues.
It's too hard.
Right. It's 3 versus 5? 2-1 versus 5 now. And
do you see?
Calliope is about to get sealed out.
The T-29 kill IS-3.
Nice. Tier 7 versus Tier 8. Classic tale of David and Goliath all over again.
Because of T-29, the tank with the 90 mm gun can got really nice DPM. And IS-3, the most big problem for IS-3 is he got really big gun, but the DPM is really worse. The worst one on the Tier 8, I think.
All right, so checking the amount of damage that we just saw there that was dealt out completely, I mean, it kind of goes without saying. We saw solid defense coming from front mission. Everyone's loaded back into the lobby, so I'm wondering if that means we need to go to a 90-second commercial break or not. But, I mean, again, just stopping to think about what happened in this game, we had 4 tanks remaining at the end of the game. It was kind of a narrow win from front mission.
Yeah, but, I think some problem about Charlotte Tiger. They use the IS-3 to capture. If the team use the 5916 is Tier 6, I think that's fine. Because when you capture, you cannot offer any support fire. Zero. You just capture there.
Yeah.
And finally, they use another one. That means, okay, you use a 14 point there. How do the formation do? They use a 1 T29 and kill your 6 point. After that, they kill your 8 point.
Yeah.
They win this one because of you used 2 tank and didn't do anything. Didn't capture, didn't kill 2 T29, and finally you dead there. So that's why the formation can win this one easy, but the Renault still have some problem. I mean the RU251, he shouldn't trace the T20, the M13 there. He's on the reload.
I mean, we can see some mistakes. It was all about the rush. The moment when the rush came in from front mission, it was solid coordination all across the board.
Yeah.
But this just in from our production crew. We're going to take things into a 90-second commercial break, and then after that, we will be back with potentially the final game. The question is, are we going to see Charlotte Tiger or Front Mission win it? If Charlotte Tiger wins, we go into a tiebreaker game.
Yep.
All right, guys, so we are back now with what may potentially be the final game of the evening. And this, I mean, I look at what Front Mission has produced thus far, and I think to myself, if they win tonight's game, are they going to be able to take things to the season finals of Season 3 of the WGL?
Yeah, but, you know, the Short Tiger got a really hard time, you know, on these two, on the today's matchup and on the Thursday, I think. On the Horsemen, they almost get into the tiebreaker. On this one, you know, they are really hard. Not that hard, but, you know, they are one step to win, you know. It's not that easy. The two teams are from the silver, the top tier silver, so you can see that the new rule, the new format about the tournament. Because we got an up or down from silver to gold, so we got really same level player on the same league right now.
Well, I mean, these guys are really showing that they want to be top contenders. I mean, everyone wants to, but I mean, these guys kind of stand out among the new faces that we see in the Gold Series. Offspin already getting a good read into what is coming from the enemy team.
He crashed the house.
Yeah.
He cannot go that way. He's gonna die
Well,
very soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, he turned around just as he should have. I think Renault's going to pop over the hill and maybe get a shot on him.
Yeah, but, you know, the Japanese team is so cautious, so they didn't go up and shoot him, you know. If here is a Vietnam team, they were uphill.
Right.
You know?
Front Mission says, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. We're going to play the same strategy that we did there in game number 1 when we were on defense.
But this time, they're going to do something different. They're going to use a T-29 guard the North Star, and they're going to have a spotter close to the capture circle too.
And speaking of capture, it's been initiated.
And this time, you know, I think the Short Tiger doing the same thing. They use I3 to capture. So I bet the formation they're gonna rush out much faster from the south this time.
And at this moment, everyone say hello to Pig Thief in the chat, but enough about that. We got 40 seconds left on that capture. Front Mission has to stop this.
Yep, and then, you know, you're gonna see the T-29 rush out.
They are hard pressed for time.
Oh, they're doing something different this time. They're gonna kill I3 first.
I like that idea. I mean, it's a a damage dealer, and they've got 3 AMX 1390s. The only drawback is what happens if they have to reload.
Yeah, you know.
They won't diving in.
Yeah, you know, the Short Tiger is back. They're gonna rush from the south side.
Yeah.
And so this time
they're way out of position.
Yeah.
They are way out of position. Tie Killer has to make something hit. There you go. The reset has been made.
Yeah.
Plateau is now out of the capture circle, and he's going to be almost immediately focused on, but not before Opolis in that 59-16. And who goes first is the real question.
Oh,
There's
he missed
exchange
it.
of fire. There's an exchange
Oh
of
my
fire.
God! Whoa! Let's bounce.
I know, but is that what we call turret depression abuse at that particular position?
They have to use that.
Oh man, it's just that he can't get the 59-16. There we go. He does. All right,
Okay,
so 4
nice.
minutes remaining on the clock. We could see Front Mission play this out patiently and maybe win this out.
Yeah, and he see it right now. Right now, gonna have a big problem. They're gonna keep sniping you.
There's
Right
help
now.
me, please.
Oh, the I3 is last on the list.
Yeah, there we go. He's already turned the turret.
No, don't against him. Oh, wow. Okay, nice,
he runs
nice
straight to the path of that turret.
Yeah,
but
that's
2 versus 1, it kind of goes without saying who wins this fight.
But
But
he died first.
Yeah, not without Tie Killer being dropped first. Happy
No,
H12
not happy
being
at
shot
all.
at now by several different angles.
Yeah.
Can he get the ceiling
Wow.
shot? He does not. And this, I wouldn't say this is a total throw, but this is kind of a big change in the way of events here in our final game.
Why they use the parachute rush in? You know, they can use the gun depression there. No.
All right.
Well, just hold the ridge and try to snipe in the other side. But, you know, they shouldn't use the rush. I mean,
3 minutes.
They use the pressure to here. No, that's fine. But
Yeah.
they don't have to close here. You know, if you stand there, you still can shoot the I3. Why you rush in?
Oh man, 3 minutes remaining on the clock, but we're gonna have a majority of those light tanks charging in on what is left of Front Mission, and that's gonna be a 3v3 in and of itself. And most of those light tanks are fairly high in the way of HP. Ripper's gonna have to be a little bit careful poking over that hill.
Yep.
And Akilov is trying to make his shots count. Offspin's just gonna dive in there with his M41. I think I know what their plan is. They're going to take the long stretch around the western end of the map and get the reset and try to just win it out by staying alive. But even that's, I'd say, a very hopeless situation. But that one AMX 1390 now going to northwest end of the map.
Yeah, Breaker, you mentioned it seemed very important, because I think the formation, they got really nice chance and really easy to reset the capture.
But Ripper's been taken out.
Yeah, they don't have to rush in that early. They can wait maybe 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they can reset the capture there. After they kill the Chinese 59, 60, they have a lot of time. They don't have to push forward that fast. So they can just waiting for you come in, and after the 2 minutes, maybe they can rush in. After they fail, they can run away. But on this one, they still have 4 minutes, 5 minutes, and they rush in. I think the Japanese team have plenty of time to deal with you guys.
Well, with Blood Plus there hitting 4, or excuse me, with Blood Plus falling there, and now with the score coming to 4-4, that means we're going to have to take things into a tiebreaker game, which is going to take a little bit of time to calculate the stacked up rush attack time. I believe it's the team that has less time.
Yeah, they got more time remaining. They're gonna
first blood time is what you could call it. So the team with less time is the one that decides who's on defense and who's on offense.
Okay.
So we're about to find out who is going to have that privilege. It's going to take us about the better part of 10 minutes to figure that out. But on top of that, the winner of tonight's tiebreaker will get 2 points. The loser will get 1 point. So we're not punishing anyone for losing something that's so close. There's no other way to say it.
Okay.
So, guys, we'll be back in about 10 minutes
Yep.
with our tiebreaker game. We're finally back, and we want to thank you all for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We're finally going to get this game underway, and it has been determined that Charlotte Tiger determines whether they are on offense or on defense.
Yeah, they choose the defense side on this map. The map is a Korea, assault map. I think it's really hard to attack. We saw a couple times, and every assault team failed. So, I'm not talking about formation. They have a lot of new strategy. Maybe they can deal with this. But, it's really hard here. And maybe we have to set a rule about how to determine the home team. And on the previous 8 match, they got tied, right? They got a 4-4 win. But we only count the assault side. The remain tie of the assault.
Right. So what we do is we don't take all 8 games and we determine, okay, who fired the first shot when and when it hit. Now, we only take the time that is taken from all 4 of the assault games.
Yeah, and the winning.
Right, the attack mode games. And if they win?
Yeah, have to win, and in the assault side, we're going to count the time remaining.
Well, what if there's no win?
No count, that's it.
Well, okay. Right.
So I just thinking about if the assault side all fail, That means they only win on the defense. How to count that?
Right. Maybe they default to damage. It was a little bit easier back then, but I mean, this is a little bit more complicated. Here's our tank loadout: 2 T69s IS-3, 2 AMX-39s RU-251, 59-16 from CT, 2 AMX-50s, 2 IS-3s, 2 AMX-1390s, and 1 T-37 coming out from FM on the offensive.
Offensive team, they choose such a heavy setup.
They don't want to make those mistakes. And I mean, like, if an AMX-1390 is trying to shoot an AMX-50 head-on, I mean, like, the damage isn't going to be so spectacular.
Yeah, but, on this map, if I was on assault side, I will prefer, rush out here first. For what? To clear the scope on the first moment. After that, maybe you're going to separate the 2 parts, but, we only have 7 minutes, so do everything as soon as possible. But this time, formation, they decide to go to the north side, but on this gap, it's quite flat, open wide. So the Japanese team, normally they love to get somewhere. So if we go through here, we're gonna got a lot of punishment on that move.
Right, and I mean, like, I also want to point out the composition that we have selected from Front Mission. They're actually going for the 686 composition. They've got a T-37, which is a Tier 6 Scout, and there we go. We finally got our mini-map cooperating with us. Okay, so this isn't a game that I would say is on a limited timer by any means, but I mean, the clock is ticking. It actually is, a little bit figuratively speaking, on a limited timer for Front Mission, and they have to make this every single second count.
Yeah. I just wonder why not the formation go to assault. That's what I say, because they got more heavy tank. If they push here and except if the Shadow Tiger running, that's the best choice. If they stick there and call other guys for support, they're gonna lose this one because the formation got much better firepower. So on this way, the T-37 is for scouting this area, so finally he's gonna go here to check the position of the Shadow Tiger and let this guy move in on this side. But it's not that easy because they said back out. There is a big rock.
Oh yeah.
There's a big rock. Here's a rock. Here is a rock. Here is a rock. So if the formation want to rush in, the defense team got really many. They got a lot of stuff there to defend. So not that easy. I still prefer the south side, but it looks like they're gonna go north, and they have an M13 here. But
we're gonna have to wait and see how this pans out. I mean, like, yeah, they got all their tanks piled up the way they should be, but I feel like, what do you think about the decision coming from Charlotte Tiger to get a lighter tank setup? I mean, there's 2 RU-251s, 2 AMX-1390s, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they got more sniper, I think. But the RU-251 stand there is quite weird because of the speed. You don't have any armor, and if you stand there, they're gonna focus fire on you first. So if they replace the position, the T69 go to stand here and use the RU-251 for sniping. I think that's much better because of when you rush in, the sniper here can offer a lot of support fire.
Yeah.
And if they go to a wrong side, like formation rush to the south, they can leave there really soon. I don't know why, the shot Tiger let the RU-251 stand on the cap circle. And the T-37 should go here. On this side, it's really easy to spot, and they can force the shot Tiger pull back. Not really pull back, but they may afraid about sniper, so pull back a little like that.
Well, whatever front mission's going to do, they got to do it quick. They've only got 3 minutes left on that clock.
Yeah.
And if Charlotte Tiger even has one tank alive at the end of the game, there we go. That's their meta.
Yeah, but they can capture. I would say that again because there is no cover on the capture circle southwest side. So if they just cap, they cannot be sniped down.
Here we go. 2 minutes and 38 seconds to make something happen. They've been playing this extremely cautiously. I'm not sure if that was to their advantage or not, but it looks like they're finally going to try and pile in on that capture point. I'm pretty sure someone's been spotted by now, but that part of the mod is not working
but,
yet.
The best way for them is not capturing. I feel they can stick everyone and rush into this way, kill this one first. It might be better. And
I mean, Akiov's been hit already. He took a good chunk of damage there. And at the moment, he is piloting a Tier 8 something or other. That's the Heavy on their team? No, it's not. I'm sorry. Alright, so there it goes. We've got the exchange of fire happening. There's only 2 minutes left on the clock, and look. Uh-oh. That one light tank that you are following on your observer computer right now, Edison, it is heading straight towards an AMX 1390.
Yeah, but he won't shoot him. He cannot shoot this guy. Much easier, It's long distance, but he don't have to go down. He's just sniping it.
That's true, and I mean, like with the shots being fired, I'm pretty sure they would expose it. But there we go, Ty Killer he's in the capture circle right now. We can see a few sniping shots coming out. And I mean, front mission, although they've got the heavier setup, they're getting, I feel like, a little bit slightly worse end of the trade.
Yeah, really
Offspin was taken. I'm sorry, Offspin was taken down. Ty Killer was taken down. And this is not working out. 1 minute and 12 seconds left on the clock. That's certainly not enough time for a capture. It's not viable in this position.
Yep, not possible. And the time remaining is not allowed for them to capture.
Right. Well, they are moving out. It's FM Ripper now down to about 25% of his HP. In the capture circle, we have Help Me Please taken down in his heavy tank. And Iwami now trying to fend off a very bloodthirsty Blood Plus, who's now shut down. FM Calliope, 45 seconds in, is going to dive in there. I think front mission has essentially given up on this game as we have FM Ripper running into Lobos there, and not a single tank falls from Charlotte Tiger.
Yep.
But I mean, I guess you could say let's give a front mission the benefit of the doubt. They get away with 1 point tonight. Charlotte Tiger gets away with 2 points, showing that they are, of course, the stronger contenders, at least in this tiebreaker game. And
they're doing nice enough. They almost win. They, if they can do something a little bit better, they can win. So they don't have to go to a tiebreaker. But as you say on the last map, I don't think they're doing the right strategy. And then after that, on the time remaining, that's so tight, so they cannot do anything anymore. They just rush in without any strategy.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way things panned out in this game. So, I mean, that's going to bring tonight's WGL Gold Series for APAC-ASIA to a draw. And I want to thank everyone for watching. Thank you all for your patience, of course. My name is Benjamin Breaker Novotny.
Lisa Edison 99.
And we'll see you guys day after tomorrow on Thursday.
Bye. Have a good night.
Good night, guys.